great battle arrived. All the other warriors seemed very big and very tough. Just do your best, she told the pony. The starting horn sounded, and what a battle it was. There were dodgeballs and spitballs and hairballs and square balls. Those were new. People were getting knocked over left and right. Pinecone stood at the edge, looking for her chance to dive in. Just then, Otto the Awful, the meanest warrior of all, charged right for her. The crowd held its breath. Pinecone fumbled for her spitballs, but Otto stopped in his tracks. His eyes grew very wide. Aww, what a cute little pony. Who would ever want to hurt a roly-poly pony like you? Warrior after warrior paused to admire the pony.
Como se quede atenta viendo que lean el libro.
He's so round, said Carlos the Cruel. Aw, he kind of looks a bit like me, said Huge Harold. Pinecone was flabbergasted, flummoxed, floored. This is not how a battle usually goes, she said. You're right, said Otto, but we warriors don't often get to show our cuddly sides. Princess Pinecone thought about it. Well, she said, I can help you with that. Soon, all the warriors had their own cozy sweaters. They were looking pretty cuddly for a bunch of brutes. Everyone voted Pinecone and the pony the most valuable warriors of the day. Pinecone threw her arms around the pony. You're the best horse a warrior could ask for, she cheered. Nothing can stop a team like us. The little pony was so excited, it lifted its tail and farted. Well, Pinecone said, we can work on that. The end.
Yay!
Now I'm going to pass things over to Shelly.
Hi! So, I'm going to read a book called Rainy Days. Do you all like rainy days? Yeah, me too. I used to be scared of the rain,
Cute.
thunder and lightning, and then I realized the rain beats the trees and the plants, so you shouldn't be scared. You do? That's fun. Make sure you're wearing boots. Okay, so we're going to read Rainy Days.
Levanta su
You
manita.
don't be scared. You're feeding the plants. Okay. Steady rain, garden swamp, rubber boots, puddle stomp. See, that's what you do. Freezing rain, we complain. Tick, tick on the window pane. Sprinkling rain, trickling stream, sailboats and a submarine. Drumming rain, drip, drip, bloop, stirring up some rainy soup. Doesn't that sound yummy? Drizzling rain, grab your tails, search and rescue worms and snails. Yeah, mastery. Pouring rain, bursting sky, my umbrella keeps me dry. Keeps me dry.
Keeps me dry.
Storming rain, flash and boom, watching from a cozy room. Kind of like this one, right? Misty rain, damp and foggy, earth is squishy, grass is soggy. Sit. Sit. after showers, water for our trees and flowers. Clearing rain, gray clouds part. Nature's paints a work of art. The owl will send it over to you.
Okay, everybody. I'm sorry, I took this from
No,
you.
go ahead.
This is Interrupting Chicken, and it is written by David Ezra Stein. Yes. Interrupting Chicken. I think we have some people that know this story. I see giggles. It was bedtime for the little red chicken. Okay, my little chicken, said Papa, are you ready to go to sleep? Yes, Papa, but you forgot something. What's that? Asked Papa. A bedtime story. How many people like a bedtime story? Oh, that's nice. All right, said Papa. I'll read one of your favorites. And of course, you are not going to interrupt the story tonight, are you? Oh no, Papa. I'll be good. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel were very hungry. Deep in the woods, they found a house made of candy. Nibble, nibble, nibble! They began to eat the house until the old woman who lived there came out and said, "What lovely children! Why don't you come inside?" They were just about to follow her when out jumped a chicken! And then she said, "Don't go in, she's a witch!" So Hansel and Gretel did. The end. Chicken? Yes, Papa? You interrupted the story. Try not to get so involved. I'm sorry, Papa, but she was really a witch. Well, you're supposed to be relaxing so you can fall asleep. Let's try another story. I'll be good. The Little Red Riding Hood. Take this basket of goodies to Grandma, said Little Red Riding Hood's mother, but don't stray far from the path. The woods are full of danger. Red Riding Hood skipped along through the deep woods. By and by, she met a wolf who wished her good morning. She was about to answer him when, what does everybody think is going to happen? You think it's going to be interesting? Yeah. Out jumped a Little Red Chicken and she said, "Don't talk to strangers." So Little Red Riding Hood didn't. The end. Chicken? Yes, Papa? You did it again. You interrupted 2 stories, and you're not even sleepy. I know, Papa. I'm sorry, but he was a mean old wolf. Yes. Now get back into bed. Okay, Papa. Let's try one more little story, and I'll be good. Chicken Little. Chicken Little was hit on the head by an acorn. The sky is falling! She thought. Mommy. She was about to run off and warn Goosey Lucy, Ducky Lucky, Henny Penny, and everyone on the farm that the sky was going to fall when out jumped a Little Red Chicken and she said, "Don't panic! It was just an acorn." So the little chicken didn't. The end. Chicken! Yes, Papa. You did it again. That's right. Oh, Papa, I couldn't let that little chicken She read him 100 stories. She even gave him warm milk, but nothing worked. He stayed awake all. Papa? Look what happened. What happened? He fell asleep. I guess Chicken's story was really good. Good night, Papa. The end. That's what I said.
Okay, our next story is going to be Lucia the Luchadora by Cynthia Garza. I zip through the playground in my red cape. I go pow. I go bam. The boys zoom by with their own capes fluttering behind them. They go boom. They go crash. The boys try to jump off the monkey bars, but no one can do a high-flying leap from the top like I can. I dive. I spin. I nail my landing every single time. I dash up the dark, swirly slide that no one dares go near. But the boys pay no attention to me. They dart off when I try to play with them. Mighty Mick yells out to me, "Girls can't be superheroes." Ninja Nick is twin adds, "Girls are just made of sugar and spice and everything nice." I don't feel very nice and sweet in that moment. I feel mad, spicy mad, kapow kind of mad. My grandmother, my abuela, watches me from a nearby bench. When I flop down next to her, abuela leans over and whispers a
Niños
secret.
quedó
We
sentado.
hatch a
2,
plan.
3 niños míos están.
That night, abuela gives me an old box. There's a shiny satin cape inside and a very special silver mask. Abuela tells me that when she was a little girl, she was a special kind of superhero, a luchadora. I don't know what a luchadora is. Abuela tells me a luchadora is more than a masked wrestler with swift moves, more than just a superhero with slick style. A luchadora is agile. She moves and she thinks very quickly. A luchadora has moxie. She is brave and full of heart and isn't afraid to fight for what is right. Most importantly, a luchadora never reveals her true identity.
Yeah, I'll buy it for you, okay?
Abuela tells me the greatest luchador of all time, El Santo, wore a silver mask too, and never ever took it off. I slip the silver mask over my head, and when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel a bolt run through me. With that mask, you can become anything. You can become anything you dream of being. On the playground the next day, the boys zoom by in their capes. They go wham, they go whomp. I charge through the crowd, my new silver and white cape a blinding flash behind me. I catch everyone's eyes. Everyone wants to know who is wearing the silver mask. I'm a luchadora with a secret identity. With my silver mask, I can become anything I dream of being. I stand on top of the monkey bars, ready to do my high-flying leap. I dive, I spin, I nail my landing like always. This time, everyone notices. The crowd goes wild. The boys go boom. They try to crash into me. But I'm lightning fast, and no one can catch me. No one can wow like I can. I am the best kind of superhero. I'm Lucia the Luchadora. Before long, I see lots of other Lucha Libre masks on the playground. One day, I spot a crusader in a pink mask with glittery hearts. A girl! Another Luchadora! I can't wait to play with the new pink crusader. But before I can run over, I hear something familiar. Oh. Girls can't be superheroes. Girls are just made of sugar and spice and everything nice. I feel spicy again. Spicy mad. Kapow kind of mad. Just then, the dark, swirly slide goes bang! Everyone stops and stares. Bang! Jangle! Screech! What's up there? A little dog. Everyone shrinks, but I move closer. I hear a yip and a yip and a peep that sounds like help. I feel the tick-tock in my chest, but I don't flinch. I dash through the crowd and up the ladder. Whee! Moments later, I swoop down the slide with little Coco in my lap. Bravo, everyone cheers. My heart swells. But then, I spot the pink crusader in the crowd. Why does she look so sad? I remember Abuela's words. A real luchadora must fight for what is right. My heart doesn't feel very full anymore. I know what I have to do. I pull off my mask. Zap! Everyone is thunderstruck. My true identity is revealed. I am no longer a luchadora. Then, something unexpected happens. Clap, clap, clap. Then, something spectacular happens. Luchadoras everywhere, hidden in plain sight. Little Coco jumps off my lap and races through the crowd. I bolt after him in a flash, and all the boys and girls start to chase me. But I'm lightning fast and no one can catch me. No one is as dazzling or daring as I am. I climb up the monkey bars. I dive, I spin, and when I strike the ground, a charge runs through the crowd. I am still the best kind of superhero. I am Lucia the Luchadora, mask or no mask. The end. Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. And it was. Chrysanthemum. Her parents named her Chrysanthemum. Does anybody know what a chrysanthemum is? Exactly, it's this kind of flower right here. Chrysanthemum grew and grew and grew. And when she was old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthemum loved her name. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke her up. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner.
Chris trata de
She
abrazar la
loved the
luz,
way
pero
it
la
sounded
luz.
when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked. She loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her fat orange crayon. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On her first day, Chrysanthemum wore her sunniest dress and her brightest smile. Hooray, said Chrysanthemum, school! But when Mrs. Judd did the roll call, everyone giggled upon hearing Chrysanthemum's name. Doesn't sound sound very nice, does it?
No.
It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect.
Ni yo.
She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap
Claro,
time,
algunas
Victoria raised her
entendieron.
hand and informed Mrs. Chudd that Chrysanthemum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters as there are in the entire alphabet, Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Chudd. Now put your head down.
Vente.
Welcome home, said her mother.
Sí.
School is no place for me, said Chrysanthemum.
Listen the story. Ya.
My name is too long. It scarcely fits on my name tag. And I'm named after a flower. Oh, pish, said her mother. Your name is beautiful. And precious and priceless and fascinating and winsome, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely
Sí.
perfect. Chrysanthemum felt much better after her favorite dinner, macaroni and cheese with ketchup, and an evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that her name was Jane. It was a very
Listen,
pleasant
listen.
dream.
Look. Mira el libro. Mira el libro. Mira el libro. Pon atención, ya falta.
Next morning, Chrysanthemum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could. She dragged her feet in the dirt. Chrysanthemum, 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 she wrote.
Ok. Ahorita. Ya va a
She
terminar.
even looks like a flower, said Victoria, as Chrysanthemum entered the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and said, "A chrysanthemum is a flower. It lives in a garden with worms and other dirty things." "Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria," said Mrs. Chudd. "Now put your head down." "I just cannot believe your name," Victoria said, as the students lined up to go home. "Neither can I," thought Chrysanthemum miserably. "Welcome home," said her mother. "Welcome home," said her father. "School is no place for me," said Chrysanthemum. "They said I even looked like a flower. They pretended to pick me and smell me." "Oh, pish," said her mother. "They're just jealous, and envious and begrudging and discontented and jaundiced," said her father. "Who wouldn't be jealous of a name like yours?" said her mother. "After all, it's absolutely perfect." Chrysanthemum felt a trifle better after her favorite dessert, chocolate cake with buttercream frosting, and another evening filled with hugs and kisses and parcheesi. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed she really was a chrysanthemum. She sprouted leaves and petals. Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one until there was nothing left but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. They have to take the toys outside. They can't have them adopted, stared at every flower. They all seemed to say, "Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum." Music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless. They thought Mrs. Twinkle was an indescribable wonder. They went out of their way to make a nice impression. Mrs. Twinkle led the students in scales. Then she assigned roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen to be the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. Joe was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum was chosen as a daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy, chrysanthemum's a daisy, Joe, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was wildly funny. chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so humorous? Said Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on her name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. She's named after a flower. My name is long, said Mrs. Twinkle.
Media hora de
My name
leerles
scarcely
la
fits on the name
historia.
tag.
Imagínense
It doesn't?
los hijos perdiendo